So I'll be talking about the state of the OMAC Union as the chairman. I think we had a meeting with both the working groups, the machine tool working group and the packaging. So we're going to give the highlights of what happened for 2012 and where we are and what the state of the OMAC. My agenda is three items. One is the activities and the accomplishment of 2012, where we are and where we need to go and what the status at this time. Also the plans for 2013, building on a strong foundation. And also the third item is the obtaining value for you and your company. That's important. We were talking about the value proposition. If you become a member, what the value you get out of OMAC, being a member of that. And then I entertain the question and answers after that. So the 2012 activities, we welcomed new corporate members, E-Technologies. If E-Technology is there, I just want to thank them. Next is Miller Course. Miller Course, thank you for being a member. And Eaton Corporation, thank you. Invinces, anyone who's there is representing Invinces. PackTech, thank you. Patty Engineering, thanks, Rick. And SICK A&G. And these are the prospect members. That's what I got from the last email I got from Tom. It's SMC USA. Robert Bosch.
SMC is here.
Oh, is it? Where is he? Is he? Okay.
He's sitting here.
Okay. Well, it says Tom has sent me his prospective, so I. Oh, okay. Maybe I'm. Okay, thank you. And then Gradfoss, that's another company which Tom is pursuing, So I said it's still the prospective members. That we promoted OMAC activities and standards at the industrial event. I was involved in that ISO 10303, which is a step for manufacturing, and we had a good meeting with the ISO community in Sweden. That was in June of 2012. It went very well, and we had a follow-up meeting, and today we are doing a camp-to-camp data exchange with, I think David is hosting that event this evening, We had a meeting this morning, but we'll be continuing on this afternoon after lunch. So that's coming along well. Camp-to-camp data exchange summit, which was we did that in 2012 at the IMTS show. We had good participation, and then we want to continue that momentum we had in 2012 at IMTS. We had Pack Expo in Chicago in 2012, featuring Nestle PackML prototype machine. I think Brian has already talked about it at his pitch, the previous presentation. We updated the OMAC marketing brochure. It's there by the hallway, and this looks like this. It's on one of the desks. I will welcome you to pick it up and see what's in it in this. It's been revised, and Darren Elliott has put in a lot of effort, in making it happen. I want to thank Darren Elliott for doing this. We began update and expansion of the website function and content. We were the content was not that good, and then we kind of updated the content of the website so that it looks more presentable, to the general public. Financially, we are better off than where we were in 2011, and thanks to all the board members and participation and also the help from PMMI that we were able to get to the financial. We are from the red to the green, So we had a strategic plan we did in 2010, something around that. But then it kind of in 2011, we didn't pursue that plan. And then I would want to thank Dan Amundsen from P&G who took the initiative, and then we had a series of meetings on that. And we updated the planning activity, of the strategic planning. And that from our meeting, these are the three things which came out, We renew and refresh the OMAC objectives, and there are 4 bullets. Expand a body of knowledge, provide a compelling value to the web members, influence the industry from the standard standpoint, ensure long-term viability of Boeing. A lot of people ask me, if you pay the money, what is the benefit you get out of that? So it's our duty to make sure that we give value, and then some of that is one of the objectives, and also our financial activity, to strategic planning activity. Renew our supporting strategies, renew board of directors action plan. We've been having continuous meetings, with the board to update that. And also we put a lot of activity or OMAC activity on the planning side, on the strategic planning, onto the OMAC website, which is be available to everybody to look at. So on the 2012 machine tool activities, OMAC, so the first thing is we are doing good job, but we are not doing any good marketing. That was the first thing that came out. And so we started developing a kind of a marketing framework for a machine tool working group. And again, Darren Elliott was very influential in making it, going forward at where we are, and then where are the holes, so that we can able to plug in that and make sure people know what we are doing. And we are starting to think about marketing, because we are technology. People don't talk about marketing; they only talk about technology. But it's important that we, as a group, that we also what we do is also presented well and publicized. And the focus areas on the machine tool work group is the step for manufacturing, which is the step NC, and also we want to market that. There's a lot of value proposition on the step for manufacturing, and we want to present that to the community. The value proposition, and the best way is to do a good marketing. And we have that at that meeting we had in ISO in Sweden. We want to pursue the camp-to-camp data exchange, and that's very important. And there's a lot of value proposition on that aspect, So we want to pursue that. And then this evening we have a meeting with the members of the OMAC community who are supporting machine tool to come up with some plans to support that. And the other activity is MT Connect. We are putting more installations for OE implementation, especially in Boeing. We have done a lot of work using MT Connect, and it's got a lot of publicity within Boeing, and there's a lot of benefits out of that. And we also want to thank NIST, for giving us a lot of help, in making this happen. And NIST is also a member of the OMAC organization. And standardized sub-program is one of the items which David Odendahl is working on. It is to create a standard program wherein a lot of functions which we do in GNM code is it's not standard, so we can wrap around. We call it a wrapper, which will make NC programming a lot easier. So it gives standard calls for them to make it, and so David is working on that to make that more available on the website, so that people can utilize that. And more installations will be available as we progress. On the 2012 OMAC packaging group activities, as I think Brian has already alluded on this in his previous presentation, is Nestle PackML prototype machine was unveiled at the Pack Expo in Chicago. The machine uses PackML to fully integrate a machine using 4 disparate control systems now and the SCADA node. The system validates the connect and pack concept. I think you must have seen the presentation from Brian earlier. An industry-wide packaging survey was carried out by OPW, and a full report of the results is still pending. And Brian, you may have think it's still pending, I guess. As
pending, so the raw data is available on the center table here.
Okay. The PackML committee proposed significant changes to TR 88-00002 document, and then the following modifications are proposed. Information was added to clarify the state model, was the first bullet. The second one was the PAC tags have been recategorized to show necessary tags and optional tags. Additional PAC tags have been added for improved line integration, and the overall document was significantly simplified. Examples have been removed to avoid misinterpretation of the standard. And the last bullet was the PAC Advantage Committee has proposed a two-tier implementation approach that simplifies the migration of existing OEM offerings to full PAC-ML compliance. These are the kind of activities which was done last year by the packaging group. So just want to say the breadth of our members. So we start from the OEMs to the end users and to the technology providers. So we have a full deck of people who are in the right areas. So we are happy that we have got a good combination of OEMs, the technology providers, and the end users. So 2013, building on a strong foundation. One is to increase the research and development in the areas of, we had a tab meeting yesterday that members can bring in their representative, and then we want to guide the board on the right direction of where OMAC has to go. So that's one of the things which members will get the benefit if they be an OMAC member. Education and training always is in the top of the agenda. Whenever we ask people, education and training is very important. So we want to pursue that through some sort of webinars or white papers or showing what we did in industry setting, in the trade magazines. Networking opportunities with SMEs, subject matter experts, and information sharing. These are kind of our value which we want to provide to the members, And then telling our story, the value of automation and innovation in manufacturing, We had, in 2008, we had a kind of a OMAC technical forum, It's nothing to do with ARC, it's a separate event. And we had at that time, a value proposition document which we developed in 2 days, And it's still valid. Even though we had this in 2008, it's still 4 years old, but still a lot of important information is available, and it's on the website. And we want to take notes from what we have and then pursue that further, And we want to advocate manufacturing technology advancements, to increase the corporate and individual membership. That's our key to have more membership base. And want to increase the industrial partnership and collaboration. One is the Automation Federation. They are doing a good work in distance learning and cybersecurity. So we want to be a partner in that. If there are any projects related to that. AMT is the member of OMAC, and they host the Advanced Manufacturing show once in 2 years, and they also the member of the MT Connect. They sponsor the MT Connect activity. So we want to be involved in that. ARC, ISO. I am involved in the ISO standards, so that we can harness the ISO standards into the manufacturing. NIST is one of our the premium research government agency which will be helping us. And ONIDA is the part of the OMAC of Europe, I think Dave Bauman, when he was the past director, he kind of connected with ONIDA, and then we still want to pursue with them, some of the best practices what they have here. Then we want some of these organizations who are there we want to increase the membership base, and presently we have people from end users and OEMs, technology providers, non-profit organizations who are the members, academic institutions, and also we have individual members. Now we want to increase the membership base in 2013. That's our and then, how we want to do it, we want to show our value, what OMAC can offer to the industry. The next is to OMAC working group. It's open to all. I say then the machine to working group has originally we had STEP NC and human machine interface application protocol group that has been defunct, but I think there are some good things which was done in that working group, and John was involved in that a few years ago, and we want to get the best practice from what it was done. And HMI is basically, in an airplane, people say 737 and 747 had different cockpit design. But the pilot always says that, if I can run a pilot with the same cockpit or configuration on 737, we can do the same thing on 747. It makes it easy for them to be trained. It's the same type of concept. Human machine interface is the same, and we did a lot of work with the workers, on the common human machine interface on the CNC, and we came up with a style guide. Each one of them, Boeing has got a different style guide so that you can use that in their operations, and GM may have a different style guide for their machines. So we had several we call this style guides which we developed, and it's there, but we want to make sure that the good work we've been done could be resurrected, and used later on, And the next item is the PACML standards. The machine, the MES definition project, I don't know, it's still, Rick Van Dyke was involved in that, but right now it's in there. I think we want to resurrect that too, if there's a value, And OMAC Technical Advisory Board, that's all the members can send a representative. We have a meeting. Dan hosted that yesterday, and it was in use 2008 or 2010 for a couple of years, and then somehow it went. We went dormant after that because of a lack of people who support that, and the resources to support that, Because we are all voluntary, they have their own work, people didn't have time to do it. So Dan taken that, has stepped up to the plate to continue this activity in 2013. Thanks, Dan, for that. And this is the change website, and I welcome you to look at that, www.omac.org, and then it's got some good information. And the contacts, and Tom Egan is, they do the site support, support the thing, factories, and the staff support for OMAC, and he can also able to help you with the questions. That's it.